So welcome to programming for problem solving. We'll see the next set of problem, that is searching. It is a trivial operation mostly done in many applications. So let's see what is searching, what are different methods of searching. We'll implement that. We'll write algorithm for that first and then implement that. So this is agenda for today's video. And what exactly searching is? It is finding some element in list, given list. And we say if element is found, what we say, that is successful search, or else if not found, we say unsuccessful. So list is given, the element to be found in a list is given. If it is the element to be searched is there in the list, we say successful search. Otherwise, if it is not found, then we say unsuccessful search. As an example, suppose list is given, some list like this is given, then key to be searched, element to be searched, suppose 25 is given. List and key will form the input. Now 25 is to be searched in this list. Is it available? Yes, it is available in the list. So it may give as output successful search, or it may give position in this array. Suppose these are indices of array. So what we can say? Successful search, position we are setting, that is on 4th position the element is available. So it depends. So this is input and this you say output. Now this is a general searching what we are doing in a list. Now there are two types of searching mechanisms. One is linear search and the other is binary search. Now what these searches are, how to write algorithm for these searches, then how to write program in C for these two methods that we will see with example. Now what is linear search? This linear search is also known as sequential search, because element by element we are comparing in this linear search and we are going sequentially. And in linear search the list is given, then suppose list is this, some unordered list. So what we can say, this linear search can be applied on unordered list. Then key to be found is suppose 25. We are saying that it is successful and position given is 3 here. These are inputs, these are outputs. This is, if you are searching for key suppose 100, then what you can say, that element is not present, so we'll get unsuccessful. How we do in linear search? 25. Is it 25? Comparing with every element. Is it 25? No. Is it 25? No. Is it 25? No. Is it 25? Yes. Yes means position will be returned with successful search. If key is 100, you are comparing with every element sequentially. Is it 100? No. Is it 100? No. Like that it will go on continuing until list is exhausted, and we say that 100 is not present because list has been exhausted, so unsuccessful search will be given in that case. So this is general linear search. It is applied on unordered list. It can be applied on ordered list, but complexity will be more, we'll see that. So if you say every element you have to compare, the worst case comparisons, what will be the worst case? Best case, if you see, what will be the best case of this? If element is first element, if key is first element in the list, that will be the best case. If suppose you are searching for 10 and it is the first element, that is, it is the best case. What will be the worst case for this? If element is not there, if key not present in list, means if key is not present, you have to compare with all the elements. So always the sequential search, big O we use for worst case is big O of n, where n is number of elements in list. So this is sequential search or linear search. This is linear search. Now we'll write algorithm for this linear search. Whenever you are writing any algorithm, there are many methods in every textbook. If you see, different method have been given. So we will adopt one method, algorithm. We say linear search, and in parenthesis we write what inputs we are giving to this linear search and what output we are getting from that. So we are giving list of elements as an input, then list of n elements, we are saying n elements, then the element to be searched, that is key, is to be given, and in turn this algorithm should give me position if it is successful. So in algorithm, what generally we write is, what is input? Input is list of array from 0 to n minus 1 elements, where n is number of elements in list, elements. Then key, what is key? The element to be searched. Key is element to be searched. Then what is position? Position will be -1 for unsuccessful, and some position value, positive value if it is successful. -1 for unsuccessful, and any positive value 0 to some position we are giving as position for successful. That position we are returning. So what exactly input and output, that we will describe generally. Now what steps we have to follow in this case? See, the first step, if you say position is given -1, initially we set that position as -1. Then with every element we have to compare. Suppose list is simple list, I'll take, and this is list. I am comparing, suppose I am finding element 25 in this. So what we have to do, is it 25? We have to compare with every element in the list. Is it 25? If no, you have to compare with other. If no, we have to compare it with others. Sequentially you have to follow this. we are repeating some process until we find the element or unsuccessful search, list is exhausted. So these two conditions will appear in this case. So I am repeating something. So I'll say repeat. Now I have to compare with this array elements, 0th, first, indices I am giving. 0th element, first element, second element, like that. So we'll take one variable I and I'll give its initial value as 0. Repeat while, okay, see, if I is less than n for all the elements, 0th element, first, second, third, fourth, it will go on. Now if I is less than n, then what we are doing, if element to be searched key is equal to list's ith element, then this is general algorithmic syntax we are saying. I is 0, repeat, this is repeating if I is less. So if key is equal to list of 0 means we have found the element into this. So we set position value. Where will be the position? This index will give you the position I, right? Now we have got position. So you have to come, when you have successful search, this is successful search. When you get this successful, you can break this loop directly. You can break this loop. Break means come out of this step. Now when it comes out, when you say unsuccessful search, if this position is set here, this is successful. But when it comes out of this loop, when list is exhausted, so obviously I value will be more than whatever n or is equal to n. So when we can say unsuccessful search, you are searching for suppose 100, I value 0, it is not 100, I incremented, it is not 100, not. Now list will be exhausted, I will be equal to n, this condition will be false. So for unsuccessful it will come out of this loop after examining every element. So when it comes out after examining every element, if at that time, see, if successful search, position will be changed. But for unsuccessful search, see, this condition always will be false and it will not set this position anytime. So position will be -1 only. So what you can say, if after this loop, if position is equal to -1, what you can say? That is unsuccessful search. Print unsuccessful search. And what will be if position is not -1? If position is not -1, what that position gives you? That where the element is present. So we can say print element present at position. That is whatever ith value there. So if you want to give step names, this is first step, this initialization second step, this you may write third step, if you write this as fourth step, like this algorithm can be developed. Break means it will come out of this loop always. Or you can say go to step 4 here. Instead of break, you may write go to step 4. Repeat until, here repeat until I is less than n, you can write. So different syntax is used for different textbooks. So this we can use in this sequential or linear search method. Now how we can write a program for this, or we'll see general with function how to write. The entire program I'll explain you about this linear linked list with function so that it will be clear. Now as I said, first of all, before writing any program, you should know what output you want actually. So design the output that will help you in writing the program. So for linear search, what is required? We have to have list of elements. So prepare that or make one list of elements. We are simulating this. Then you have to give key elements or element to be found, and you have to process that. So always see, you have to read, you have to process, and you have to give output. In this linear search case, first you have to give how many number of elements that will be in the list. So my expected output I am giving how many numbers in array or in list, how many numbers, elements or elements. Suppose I have given 5. I'll say enter 5 elements. This we have seen already. 5 elements, suppose 10, 1, 2, 5, 8. Then we have set all the elements in an array. Then we want to find which element to be found in this list. Enter key. Key, generally we say element to be searched. Suppose 5. We say successful search and element or this 5 is at third position at index 3. So this kind of output we want. Suppose key entered is 100, what it should say? Unsuccessful search. Now this is the expected output I want to show or implement this linear search method. So where, see these 3 things, this will form reading of inputs. Then there will be processing to search this 5 into this list and printing this output. So these 3 steps we want to follow. Now we want to write it by using function, linear search function as a function. So what exactly we do, the entire program I'll write, there will be header files. I am not writing header files now. Suppose in main, I am not writing header files. The first thing when program is executed, it should print how many elements. So I'll be writing printf how many elements. Then I'll be reading that integer value n, address of n you have to give, n you have to declare as integer. So this is over. We have read this 5 in this n. Then we have to print that statement, enter %d elements. See, as we are printing this on new line, \n you can give here, enter %d elements will be printed. Now whatever entered values, that should go into an array. So you have to have an array of integers. So I'll give list of, I'll overestimate this list of 50 at the max we are allowing in this program. So for reading elements into this array, one dimensional array, always you have to use one for loop, I less than number of elements I plus plus what you are reading. So scanf integer element. Now where it should go, first element should go in list of 0, second list of 1, list of 2, like that, list of I. So ampersand list of I you are. So this will complete array reading. All the elements will be set into an array, these 5 elements. Then we have to ask for a key. So we'll say printf enter key. We will accept this. See, I'm not giving this \n. You have to read this %d and ampersand key in key variable. So here we have used I variable, here we are using key variable, all are integers. So key you have read. This forms another input. So list is required and key to be searched is required. Now what I want to do is, I want this reading business is over, reading business. I want to write a function for finding this, function for this linear search. So how, see, when you are writing function, that means you are giving list of elements and the key to be found to other person. You assume yourself as a main. Main has done this. Now main has array, main has a key. If I don't want to do that, I want to give that task of searching to other person. That is means other function. So how we have to give a call to that function? Linear search. I am writing one function. I am calling here linear search. What I have to give to that person or a function? I have to give list and I have to give number of elements in this list and I have to pass this key to be searched also. Then only he will find that. So I am passing list. Arrays are passed by reference. So this array name always represents constant pointer. This means constant pointer to first element in the array. And array always will be passed by reference. List is passed. Number of elements in this we have taken as n, that is passed, and key is passed, whatever to be searched. Now if that person has list, that person has number of elements and key, can he search? Now in turn what he will give us, the position. Position has not been declared, so declare this position. Now what happens if position is -1? What does it mean? That this is unsuccessful search. Else it is successful search and element is at this position. So this function returns us the position. This is top-down approach. Main task is done. This subtask will be done by somebody else. That will give us the value. So if position is equal to -1, now position always you initialize that, so that no, it is not required here. Position is not required because linear search is giving you the position. If returned value is -1, then we say printf unsuccessful search, or we can say element is not found. Else, if position is not -1, if position is not -1, then what we are printing as per our this, we are printing successful search See, I'm not giving this, give \n, successful search, and again I am printing in one line. Also you can write %d. As per my output I am writing %d is at index %d. This, it should print key element. Where is key element in this main? In key. So at first %d it should print key, and index is given by this position. So at this it should print position. Now this is end of main. When main is executed, this will happen. How many elements it will print? It will accept one value. We will print this. Okay, at this %d place, element, enter 5 elements. 5 means n value you should print. So n values you are accepting. Here and placing that in an array. Then you are reading key value. Then here you are calling a function by sending list, that is array, number of elements in that array, and key to be found. This will return you position. The function is written in such a way that it will return -1 for unsuccessful search or any other value for successful search. Now we will implement this processing, that is function. What it returns? Position is integer value. So int, signature will be int, name is linear search. Now what parameters you are passing? List. What is this? Array type. So in this, what I'll do is, one array, we'll see element array, we will take element, first parameter. Second parameter is number of elements. So I'll keep as it is, integer this n, number of elements, and integer key. See, these are formal parameters now. This acts as local variable. Now what does it mean? Whenever you are passing list, this address of first element will be copied into element. Means what? The same array, if suppose this is array that has some elements you have given, this is earlier, this was list. When you pass first element's address into element, so this is also can be called or accessed through element now in this particular function. So this list, address of first element is copied into this element. Element is also now a pointer variable, in that case to one-dimensional array. So these elements can be accessed by element as name also in this particular function. Now what we have to do, we have created the signature of this linear search. What are steps we have seen in algorithm? We have to compare the key element with each of these elements, right? Means I have to repeat this process for n times. So for I 0, I less than n here, whatever n is number of elements, all the elements I have to iterate, I plus plus. I has not been declared here, so I'll declare integer I. then we have to keep the position. So I'll say position, see this position I'll give -1. This POS is different. This position is accessible in this main. This POS is accessible in this function only. So this position is different. This position is different. This position is local to this. So this position we will set in this. Now what you are doing, if the key to be searched, okay, key to be searched, we are passing in key to be searched is equal to what is each element you are comparing with, elements I. If it is equal, if key to be searched is equal to element of 0, element of 1, 2, at least 1 if you get. If this is equal, that means we have found. So at what position we have found that? This I. What linear search will return? Its position. So directly I can write here return I value. Right? It will return if this is equal, means we have found the position and this is position and we are returning that. If this is not the case, see, we are comparing with every element. If the element is not there, list will be exhausted and it will come out of this loop. So when you say that it is, okay, instead it will return from here. If element is not found, it will not return, it will come out of this loop, correct? So if after coming outside of this loop, then we say that when it comes, if successful search, from here it will return I. Return means the control will be passed to the caller. Return I means I will be returned here directly. If this loop is exhausted, it will come out of loop. For unsuccessful search I am saying. So when it comes out of loop, then I can write return -1. This return -1 is outside loop. Now in this case position is not required as such, because other way also you can write first take position and then returns, we can do that position, but this is shortcut way. This is either from here it will go for successful search. For successful search, from here it will return to the caller. If unsuccessful search, this loop will be exhausted. All the elements are checked but it is not equal, that element is not there, so we will come out of this loop and we will be sit here. So it will be returning -1 when it comes out of this loop. Or else simply what way we can write, for clarity's sake, this position we are setting, position is given I and position we will take initially as -1. I will be given to position. If suppose when it exhausts, when you can say when to return this -1, when it is not setting this position, when position will be changed when it comes inside loop, and when this condition is true, then only position will be set to some value. If that element is not there, the position will never be set, it will be -1 always. So when it comes out of loop and if position is equal to -1, what does it mean? It is unsuccessful search. So here if this you can return this position, if this you can so we are setting the position. Here position value is set. When it comes out, and if I write here return position, will it work? Directly this is outside. If it is successful, here you have to break this loop. You have to break this loop. If successful search, this for loop contains this one control structure. When element is found, position is set and break. Break means it will come out. And then you can return this position. Now, whether it works for unsuccessful search also, let us see. Position is set for successful. Break. Position will give you position. If it is equal, position is set, it will break from this loop, it will come here, that will return the position. If suppose unsuccessful search, it will never enter into this if block. So this loop will be exhausting. All the elements it will be compared. After comparing all the elements, it will come out of this loop. Where it will go? It will go to this outside statement, return. What is POS? POS is -1. That -1 will be returned. So this depends on how you are implementing that. So this is the way we can write your linear search program, right? So we'll see what we have seen in this is what is searching. Then what are two types of searches, that is linear search and binary search. Linear search can be done on unordered list, and what exactly linear search is and what is algorithm for that. We have implemented this linear search mechanism with a C program. Now, if suppose sorted list is given and linear search is applied, see the complexity of this always will be big of n, because in the worst case we have to search with all the elements. If sorted list is given and linear search is applied, can we make it faster? What my problem is, if sorted list is given and you are searching for suppose 9 or 7 in this list, in linear search what we do, is it 7, 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 is it 7. Worst case will be every element will be compared. But if sorted list is given and linear search is applied, we can reduce that, or we can in less number of comparisons we may get whether element is present or not. What we have to do, 7 you are searching, is it 7? No. Is it 7? No. Is it 7? No. Is it 7? No. But this element is greater than 7. So can other elements after that will be 7? Definitely not. You can terminate your searching here itself for 7. So you can convert this linear search for the sorted list also, where it should come, if you are searching for 7 and your element you are comparing with is greater than 7, definitely you won't found that after that list. So this is all about linear list, linear search. We'll see binary search and we'll compare linear search and binary search in next video. Thank you.